Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the top 6 highest paid players in the Scottish Premiership. And now you don't need to be a genius to work out that all of these players are going to be from the old firm, Rangers and Celtic. So I've decided that after I've gone through the top 6 highest paid players in the Scottish Premiership, I'm then going to go through a top 5 list outside of the old firm. So for the fans of the other teams, they don't have to miss out, and it's fairly interesting to see who are the highest paid players outside of the old firm. But before we get into the video, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We do cover a lot of Scottish football content. And yeah, let's get into the video. Before we dive into the video, I just want to say that we are not counting loan players, as some of them are paid a lot by their parent club. If you take last season, for example, Mohamed Elyounoussi was paid £59,000 per week from Southampton, Laxalt was paid £57,000 from AC Milan, and Shane Duffy was paid £43,000 on loan from Brighton. Odsonne Edouard, £19,000 per week. The first man on this list who is paid £19,000 per week is last season's Scottish Premiership top goal scorer, Odsonne Edouard. Edouard joined Celtic permanently after an initial year loan period from PSG back in 2018. The 23-year-old has been a key player for Celtic, scoring 53 league goals in 83 league matches, and over his time at the Hoops has won 3 Scottish Premierships, 2 Scottish Cups and 2 Scottish League Cups. At the time of recording, Edouard is heavily touted to be on the move. However, if on the unlikely chance he was to sign a new contract at Celtic, his weekly wages will probably be doubled and sky him to the top of this list. Callum McGregor, £20,000 per week. The next man on this list and the highest paid player at Celtic is Callum McGregor. Yes, after Scott Brown's departure, it now means that Callum McGregor is now the highest paid Celtic player on £20,000 per week. McGregor, who's been capped 34 times for Scotland, came up through the Celtic Youth Academy and went on loan back in August 2013 to Notts County. McGregor then made his Celtic debut in July 2014 and has never really looked back, and has been a first team regular, making 326 appearances and scoring 53 goals whilst winning a whopping 6 Premiership titles, 4 Scottish Cups and 4 Scottish League Cups. I must remind you that he is still only 26 and a new and improved contract could come his way, as his current one expires in 2023. And if he should become captain, the extra pressures may put him on a similar deal to the one that Scott Brown had. Yanis Hagi, £21,000 per week. The first Rangers player on this list is Romanian international Yanis Hagi, whose current deal is earning him around £21,000 per week. Hagi joined Rangers last summer after impressing on loan from Genk for around £4 million. Hagi is currently 22 and made 46 appearances for the Gers this season, scoring 8 goals and helping the famous to their 55th league title. There has also been a talk surrounding his future this window, but we'll soon find out if he moves on from Govan. Kemar Roofe, £26,000 per week. In third place on a mega £26,000 per week is Kemar Roofe. The former Leeds United and Anderlecht star joined Rangers for a reported £4.5 million last summer, and he has since scored 18 goals in 36 matches for the Glasgow club. Roofe played a huge part in Rangers winning the league title last season and currently earns the 3rd most at Ibrox. Connor Goldson, £26,000 per week. Connor Goldson comes in second place in this list and joined Rangers as one of Gerrard's first signings back in 2018. Goldson joined Rangers on an initial 4-year deal on a free from Brighton. He has made 162 appearances across his 3 seasons, helping Rangers to a title and impressive runs in the Europa League. Goldson is currently going into his last year of his deal, and there has been no talks of a new contract as of yet. Goldson is key at the back for Rangers, and I'm sure the club will want to offer him a new and improved deal. Alfredo Morelos, £33,000 per week. At the top of this list and the highest paid player in the whole of Scotland is Colombian international Alfredo Morelos. Brought in for £1 million back in 2017 from Finnish side HJK, scoring 11 goals in 12 games, Morelos has become a fan favourite at Rangers, scoring 94 goals in 182 games, whilst also becoming Rangers' all-time leading European goalscorer. Since joining, Morelos has always been linked with a move away, and Rangers in 2019 gave a huge 4-year deal that sees him earn £33,000 per week. However, this summer, after a great season and winning the league title for Rangers, he is again being linked with a move away. That is us done for the top 6 highest paid players in Scotland, but as I said at the start, we are now going to go over the top 5 best paid players in Scotland outside of the old firm. So please do stick around, as this one is going to be very, very interesting. Niall McGinn, £3,900 per week. Kicking us off on this list is Aberdeen star Niall McGinn. McGinn, who is technically in his second spell at the Dons after a short spell in career, has played over 300 games for Aberdeen and helped them to a League Cup in 2014. He is also a Northern Ireland international and Aberdeen's second highest paid player. Joe Newell, £4,100 per week. In 4th place, we move down to the capital, Edinburgh, to Easter Road, and it is Newell who owns £4,100 per week. Newell joined Hibs in 2019 from Rotherham and has made 65 appearances in the midfield. He was initially on a 2-year contract, however in February of this year he received a new 2.5-year deal that will see him at Hibs until 2023 at the minimum. Craig Gordon, £4,400 per week. In 3rd place we have ex-Celtic star and Scotland international Craig Gordon, who earns £4,400 per week at Hearts. Gordon, who joined the Edinburgh side last summer, helped Hearts achieve promotion to the top flight after winning the championship. Gordon is Hearts' highest paid player now after Stephen Naismith retired, but the fact that Hearts were playing in the 2nd tier and have the 3rd highest paid player outside the old firm shows the financial divide between the big and small clubs. Matt Macey, £4,900 per week. Taking 2nd spot for the most paid player in Scotland outside the old firm is Hibernian goalkeeper Matt Macey. Macey joined Hibs in January 2021 from Arsenal and so far has made 8 appearances for the club, including the Scottish Cup final. Hibs' new boy is now the Edinburgh side's highest paid player, £800 higher than Joe Newell in 2nd place. Joe Lewis, £5,100 per week. The highest paid player in Scotland outside of the old firm is Aberdeen's goalkeeper Joe Lewis on £5,100. Lewis joined Aberdeen in 2016, making 225 appearances and cementing himself as the first choice goalkeeper over the last 5 years. Lewis also became captain in the 2019-20 season after Graham Shinney left for Derby County. Joe Lewis is currently 33 years old and has his contract until 2024. So there you go guys, that is the end of the video, and in today's video we have discussed the top 6 highest paid players in the Scottish Premiership and the top 5 highest paid players in the Scottish Premiership outside of the old firm. And I hope this video has gave you some sort of insight at how much players do get paid in the Scottish Premiership. And as you can probably tell right away, there is a huge divide between the old firm and the other clubs. The old firm's wages, you know, they can kind of, if you play for a smaller club like a Motherwell, you could be on about £2,000 per week. You can go to the old firm and you could literally quadruple your wages at a move. So that's why a lot of players do want that big move. And even down English lower leagues, there's not much money in the Scottish game unless you're outside of the old firm, I suppose. That's why these players do go down to League One and go down to the Championship and try and get a move down there, because it's going to set them up for life. They're going to get their wages quadrupled. And yeah, football is a very short-lived career, so that's why they do it. And even on a bigger scale, even with the old firm, some players could go from the £20,000 per week and then go all the way down to South. If they get a move down to the Premier League, their wages can be quadrupled. So yeah, I mean, in the Scottish game, really, Alfredo Morelos being the highest paid player, £33,000 per week, is just the average wage down in the Premier League, or even some higher levels in the Championship. It's sad to see, as Rangers and Celtic are giants in the game. And to give you a weird stat, in the 90s, if you combine the Premier League and the Scottish Premiership, Rangers had the 3rd highest wage bill. But now, if you look at last season, Rangers now have the lowest wage bill out of that list. So yeah, times really have changed with all this TV money. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.